Are you financially empowered or just working to pay your bills? Hello and welcome. I am not a financial expert and have no licenses. On this forum, we will discuss steps or actions we can take together to grow our money, such as debt elimination, savings and investing, paying off our car notes, our home mortgages, and creating multiple sources of income. Stay tuned and learn more. For our topic today, we'll be discussing 401k. What is a 401k? It is simply a retirement savings plan offered by your employer. It is called 401k because it has been found in the IRS Code Section 401, subsection K. A 401k is the most common way that people save for retirement. It is offered by your employer. So I'm urging each of us to sign up for our 401k. Our 401k is our retirement plan. For most of us who work jobs that don't have pension plan, your 401k is your pension plan. So depending on how you contribute towards your 401k, you will have money to retire on. Take advantage of your 401k, especially if it has a match, your employer's match. Your employer's match is simply is a contribution that your employer make on your behalf towards your 401k. What are the advantages of having a 401k? One advantage is your employer's match. Another one, some advantages is your employer's match, tax advantage, and tax deferred. Your employer's match, for example, is where some employer will match what you contribute. For example, if you decided to contribute 3% and you make like $100,000, $100,000 times 3% is $3,000. If your employer is matching your contribution dollar for dollar, that means every $3,000 you put in, your employer will add another $3,000. So your 401k will have $6,000 in there to grow for you every year. So that's what we consider to be the employer's match, where you contribute and your employer contribute. It varies from companies to companies. Some employer will give you dollar for dollar, some will do a percentage, but whatever it is, it's free money. For this example I just gave, where if you're making $100,000 and your employer contributes you contribute 3% and your employer match that 3% dollar for dollar, that means you will be getting free $3,000 on your $3,000 that you contribute. So you contribute $3,000, your employer contribute $3,000, together that's $6,000, and that $6,000 will be growing for you in your retirement account. Another advantage is tax advantage. You can contribute towards your 401k without paying taxes on the amount you contribute. For example, if you making $100,000 and you contribute $10,000 to your 401k, you will only pay taxes on $90,000. Your $100,000 minus the $10,000 you're contributing will be left with $90,000, and then you only pay taxes on your $90,000. So that's tax advantage. So you won't pay taxes on that money until retirement time when you're ready to withdraw that money. Another one is tax deferred. Because you're not paying taxes now, but you will be paying it later on, is tax deferred. So that tax you are supposed to be paying now, you will not pay it now, but you will pay it in the future when you decide to withdraw. So that's another advantage of having a 401k. Some employer match will be available to you will not be available to you until you have worked for a certain time. That's what they call vested. Some employers will not allow you access to that money. For example, like the first example I gave, where you contribute $3,000 and your employer contribute $3,000. For some employer, that $6,000 will not be yours until you work for them for a certain period of time. So some of them might say after working for 1 year, you become vested. So when you become vested, I mean whatever they have contributed and what you have contributed is yours. But if you're not vested, I mean only your contribution is for you. What they contribute, you will not get. So for example, if your employer has a policy where they say you will be vested after 2 years, and you work for them for only 1 year and you leave, you will not take their contribution. But after that 2 years, you will be entitled to both contribution, your contribution and their contribution. So that's why they call vested and not being vested. Another thing that we can talk about when it comes to your 401k is when you make a contribution to your 401k account, you will have to go back and set up your account. Let me say this, your 401k is your benefit. So your employer will not come after you to make you sign up for it. You have to take the initiative to sign up for it when you are qualified, because for some employers, you will have to work for them for 6 months before you are entitled to your 401k. It comes as part of your benefit package. And you have to take initiative to sign up for it, because what? It's money for you. That's money for your retirement. If you don't go and sign up for it, guess what? They won't come after you to do it. So when you sign up for your 401k, you need to go back and set up your account. Because when you set up your account, then you take control of your 401k. So when you set up your account, then you will have to go back and select your investment elections. That investment election is you want to tell your company how you want your money to be invested. Because when you contribute, for example, the first example I gave, where you were making $100,000, you were contributing $3,000. If you just contribute that $3,000, it goes in a bucket. It sits there. So if you don't tell them how you want your money to be invested, they will just keep it there. Probably you will make a little interest, but it will be a minimum interest, maybe 0.5% or so. They're not going to invest it into the stock market or anything like that until you give the go ahead. So when you are qualified to receive your 401k, you need to also go back and set up your account and tell your administrator how you want that money to be invested. And some ways you can invest your money is in target funds. Target funds are funds that is set up for your retirement time. For example, if you want to retire in 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years, those are target funds. So when you put your money in those funds, when you are getting close to retirement, they will start to make it as liquid, start to make it liquid for you so that when you retire, it will be available to you in cash. So those target date funds is your choice. You can choose depending on when you want to retire. Or you could select an index, the S&P 500 index. Some funds have it, but there are many different kind of funds. So you have to take the initiative and see what funds are available to you and check out their performance over time. So if you check the fund's performance, maybe over 5 years period, and see what it is, even though the past performance is not a guarantee of future performance, but at least it will kind of guide you on what you want to select. So when you select whatever fund you want to have your money invested in, then they will start to invest it in you and invest in those funds. And as you receive your statement, check it out to see how are you doing. Is your money growing the way you want it to grow? Because this is your money. If you don't go and follow up on it and see how it's doing, your employer will not do it for you. It's your money. And that's what the channel is for, because we need to start following up how to grow our money and making sure it grows the way we want it to grow. That is financial empowerment. If you just put the money there and leave it there and don't care what happens to it, who will care? If you don't care about your money, is your employer going to care about it? No. So please, let us start to pay attention. When you put your money in your 401k, when you start to contribute, follow up. Make sure you select where you want your money to be invested, and also how you want your money to be invested, and also follow up by checking up your monthly statements. Look at your statement and see, is your money growing? Is it doing what you want it to do? That is your money. So you have to find time to do that. Remember, this is for your benefit. Your employer will not come after you to make you sign up for it. So please take action. Please take action, and it will enable you to grow your money. Also, check online. There are a lot of information. There are a lot of resources available to you online. So check them out. Educate yourself so that you can be financially empowered. Because this education don't come, it won't walk to you, but seek it. Go after it. Learn what you can learn about your 401k. Read more. There are a lot of other things. This is just the beginning. I'm not able to discuss everything in this video right now. But this is just to give you heads up. So I hope you take it seriously. I hope you pay attention. I hope you start to request for your statements and see how your 401k is growing, and how, making more contribution towards it, so that, you can have something good to retire on. Please share this video and look forward to my next video. Financial empowerment is our goal. Like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video.